You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. You try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
Not yet. Whose blood are you here for this time? Mine or Sadler's?
That all depends on you. Change of plans. Of course, you're free to refuse.
Think that gun's gonna be enough?
Interesting.
Okay. I'll do it. But cost you extra.
Wise decision. Send you the new coordinates. And remember, I do not like...
Waiting, I know. I've got a ways to go.
What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to RE4 Remake Separate Ways Professional S Plus Chapter 6. We got a pretty insane one here. Thankfully, nowhere near as insane as, you know, the prior chapter, Chapter 5. But still, there are definitely some hard parts in this chapter. I would say the hardest part in this chapter is closer. I mean, it's like the end part. Like, it's closer to the end. It's not exactly the end part. It's like the part before the end of the chapter. And it's the whole courtyard with like the sentry guns and all of that. But yeah, we need to focus on the here and now. So this part right here is super fucking easy. This guy, you actually don't have to kill him, but I chose to kill him anyway. If I was a little bit quicker there, I could have gotten him with my knife, but instead I got this pretty savage point-blank shotgun to the face in the middle of the light. It was just a beautiful shot. Yeah, and a beautiful death. I don't know what is wrong with me. So once you come through the door, there's a treasure back here. It's a crystal ore. And we're not going to mess around with the merchant too much in this chapter because we need to save up for the rocket launcher in the next chapter when we fight Sadler. But yeah, you got these guys here. I decided to just pretty much take them out and use my grenades. Use whatever you have at your disposal. At this point in the game, you should have a playstyle distinct that matches your playstyle, and you should know generally. This game is really all just about using what you have. And if you have nothing, well, you know, too fucking bad. You know, you're gonna die and you're probably not gonna make it. So, yeah. After that grim note, this part right here is really, really easy. As soon as we come out of this door, we're going to shoot this treasure down. There are guys coming up this lift, and we're going to try to get one of these guys downed so that you have less of them coming at you, or one less coming at you, basically. And I was thankfully able to down him with that shotgun blast, and then this guy I was able to blast with the shotgun as well. So now we're going to do a couple things at the merchant. We're going to actually purchase a charm from the merchant that's going to help us get through parts of the next chapter, and I think like 1 or 2 parts in this chapter. It's basically the charm that allows Ada to like pull shields off of the enemies with her like grappling hook. And by the way, I've edited up to chapter 7 now, and I said that I beat this game with like a minute to spare. That's a lie. I beat it with like 5 minutes to spare. So if you guys are looking for a genuine, authentic guide, I would say that this is a way more authentic guide than my main run of the game, because when I beat it, I was significantly closer to, not failing, if that makes any sense. I'm doing a horrible job explaining this. But basically, I beat it with like 5 minutes to spare. So we're going to purchase this charm here. We're going to equip it. And we're going to drop save number 8 right here. My mind is kind of like mush right now. I had to re-record this because the footage that I used for the last save was footage from a failed attempt. So I had to literally go back and re-edit this and edit part 7. But yeah, once we grapple up here, this is the area with the wrecking ball. I like to come to my right. I wait for the bull-headed guy to get here and then shoot the fucking barrel. If you're quick enough, you can shoot this treasure down, grab it, and keep running. But he, did his little fucking kick and took away like most of my health. But you can also shoot that barrel right there and it'll take out those guys. We're then going to climb up here. Just make sure you're mashing that X button, obviously. And, we're just going to run through most of this because we already have a decent amount of resources and we don't really need to, be, spending any of them on these guys, or using any of them on these guys, rather. Fuck. I can't talk, which is good because we have a scene coming up after this section, so make sure you keep running and you should be fine.
I'm late.
I brought the medicine just in time.
Can you stand?
Where's Luis?
He was worried about you. Until the end. Come on. We don't have much time. Let's get rid of these things.
For Luis.
There's a lab where we can remove the parasites. Had a crazy hunch that you'd know where it is.
Their most important facilities are housed in their sanctuary at the top of the mountain. That's where I look.
Huh. Ada the encyclopedia.
Happy to help. Now you owe me. Don't die on me now.
Okay, so talking to the merchant, we're going to sell our red barrel to him. And then after that, we are going to repurchase the biosensor scope because we got regenerators coming up, which is fun. But thankfully, I did a lot better of a job fighting against them in this run than I did in the main game. So I am grateful for that, at least. Regenerators really aren't that hard. By the way, when you jump down here, there's rifle ammo right then and there for easy pickings. There are resources in here. There are enemies that are going to follow you in here, but we're not going to fight them. We're literally just going to run by them because, again, I didn't really want to waste what I had on standard-ass enemies. But there is something here as well. And when we come in here, we're going to go around this room in kind of like a circular fashion. We are going to grab this stuff. Thankfully, the game gave me a heavy grenade there, which is really, really helpful. And then use the shotgun to basically keep them off of you. As soon as you get to the top of the stairs, a regenerator's going to come bursting through the door, but we're going to lure him down this direction and then basically do the whole ring around the rosy technique with him. Or I don't know if that's the right term. I don't fucking know. I'm always getting my terms wrong, so sue me. So, yeah, when we get up here, there is a regenerator up here as well. The one behind us is not going to follow us up all the way up until this point. He does de-aggro at a certain point in time, which is why you can totally just, like, run by him and not have to worry about him. But, yeah, this regenerator coming up right here is an example of how to properly deal with regenerators. You know, don't waste any time and don't let them get close to you. Thankfully, I was able to get this guy. I was lucky enough to get him without wasting too much time. And this is where the first beetle is. So yeah, we are still doing the side quest and whatnot. And yeah, man, that clipping of the rifle through the fucking doorway, that was weird. So that's the end of that section. We are gonna go into this room as well that we were in the main game to do some stuff. We're actually gonna pull this little power circuit thing out, and you know the power is going to go out completely. But there is usually stuff here. I found ammo, some shotgun shells, and yeah, so we do have the next enemy that we have coming up right now is one of those guys that has like the spider attached to his back. So we're basically just going to use the shotgun to keep him away from us. As soon as you go through this like little like squeeze through, he's gonna attack you. Yeah, use the shotgun on him and keep running. Like I said, I'm not really wasting that much time, and I was able to do this beat this DLC at like 2:24 with my game time. So I beat it with like 5.5 to like 6 minutes to spare. So as long as you follow what I'm doing, you should be chilling on time still. There are some regenerators coming up, but we're not going to fight these. We're literally just going to run right by them. Make sure you grab that golden links there because we need as much treasure as possible. Grab that that ammo there. This is one of the tougher regenerators. I usually try to just run right by him. You know, take whatever hits, you know, he like throws at you and then just keep running basically. I am so sorry about my commentary, but I don't think you guys are really gonna mind. So there is a treasure here. As soon as you turn around, you're more than likely gonna get attacked, unless you can like knife parry at just the right time. But as long as you're stacked up on herbs or have a decent amount of herbs, you should be fine. So once you grapple up here, you're chilling, and you're chilling for now. As you can see, we've got a lot of ammo now, which is good for us. It's good to like fight as many of the enemies as you can, but also run by the ones that you don't want to waste your ammo on, because you do have to spend a lot of time in these games, in both of these games, like just getting your ammo count back up. But yeah, as soon as you jump down here, there's going to be a bullheaded guy, but if you shoot him at least like 3 times in the face, or 4 times in the face, he should be almost dead. I got out of the way here because he was firing, and I just waited for the spider to jump over the window, and then once I shot him with the submachine gun, like that was it. He was pretty much done. Make sure you do not hit the glass that the regenerator is sleeping in, because you don't want to wake it up right now. And there was one spider left. It's really creepy, actually. If you watch the no commentary version, you can hear him like literally like crawling around and shit in the dark. And I mean, I have arachnophobia, so spiders scare the shit out of me. So I don't know. I just thought that was creepy. So here I do the same thing that I did in the main game. I line up a shot and take 2 of the parasites out. And as soon as he's on the ground, if you can get him, that would be good. But if not, you can also get him as soon as he stands up. And like I said, I didn't really waste any time with the regenerators in this game. I did pretty good in this run in particular. So, see all the arrows there from the freaking bullheaded guy. So yeah, now we're pretty much done with this whole facility section, and we're on to the like ski lift section. So this part is not as bad. If you have your sniper leveled up as much as I do, if you've been following me with the upgrades and everything, it's kind of hard with the merchant because in this game, like, you just have to honestly just play it over and over and know exactly what you're going to spend your money on and what you're going to upgrade in order to get through this game, because every upgrade that I do, every item and whatnot I purchase from him, I'm thinking about how to get through, the upcoming part and later parts in the game. I'm thinking about, like, the whole game, basically. So if you want to follow what I do with the merchant, then you can, but if not, then yeah. But if you have your sniper leveled up to the power that I do, which I think it's at 3 power, this weapon will basically one-shot all of these guys during this section, even if you don't hit them in the head. And if you are having trouble hitting them, the biosensor scope really, really helps out a lot here, as you can tell. I'm killing a lot of them, and yeah, obviously make sure you have rifle ammo, but this part is not that hard. Just make sure you don't get shot by anyone, and it really, really is not that hard. Once you take this guy out and then these 2 guys, there's only 1 enemy left, and I was trying to get this really cool shot while he was like running, but I failed, so it was I went through my last rifle bullet here, but it's fine. At this point, you can literally just take your pistol out if you need to basically take care of him. So I think that's what I do. Yeah, I don't use up my rifle ammo, so not a hard part. It can be a little intimidating. You might die on it like once or twice, at the very, very like minimum. But really, really not a hard part at all. So we're at save number 9 out of 10, basically. So congratulations for making it this far. You are in the home stretch, but this part coming up, in my opinion, is the worst part of the chapter. So strap in, because it's a pretty insane dash at this point that you're going to have to make. And being stocked up is really, really important, obviously. So, like I said, we're not really going to do much with the merchant. I'm just going to, I think, sell him some stuff. Oh, I'm not even doing anything. And we're going to drop save number 9 right here. So, yeah. Here we go with this frickin' part.
A radio tower. That's where I need to go. The area is well guarded. I need to be careful.
Alright, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to jump down. Make sure you're always taking cover here, obviously, because of the sentry guns. And you don't want to run out of cover until they've stopped firing. So you basically just want to wait, obviously, until they're done firing. Go up, grab whatever that bug drops. Sometimes he drops gunpowder, sometimes he drops herbs, if you're lucky. And, yeah. If you're extra lucky, what will happen is when you get right about here, some guys will start walking off of this, like, this edge here, like this cliff, to, like, come and, like, fight you. But I wasn't that lucky, so just grapple up, destroy this sentry gun, because we are going to go out into, like, the little, like, center area in a sec. Shoot this bug up here, and if you're lucky, you can get through here without getting hit, but I was, unfortunate enough to get hit. So just heal, make sure you're using your heals, your herbs, and just keep running. This area is a lot trickier. As soon as I get around the corner, I usually blast that guy with the shotgun. I am so sorry. I will try to have better commentary in the next chapter. And here, if you're lucky and you light this guy up enough in the right spots, like, you can just have him blow the fucking dynamite up. And then here we're just going to run back, and I was fortunate enough to not get hit, but I think I do get hit. Actually, no, I don't. Disable the lasers, keep running, and now we're going to draw them out into the, like, center area. So, make sure you have everything reloaded, obviously. And yeah, we're gonna loot the area. We're basically gonna destroy this like barrel to our left, the crates in front of us, or the crate in front of us, and we're gonna get this gold bar here. Everything and anything that has some expensive resale value, like definitely you want to pick up, because like I said, we need that rocket launcher in chapter 7. So we're literally just gonna run around these guys and ignore them and avoid them. Yeah, we're at the last part of this section here, which is easily the most annoying. I used the fish to heal there, and we got to disable that turret up in front of us, and also take out the last, manned turret, where the guy is, at the end of this section, which is really, really hard when you have all these enemies like coming at you. Grab this stuff, keep running. You can turn around and shoot the barrel after you're like across the bridge to like kill some of them, but I decided to literally just keep running. We're going to make sure we have the high power scope equipped, and we're going to do the whole pause unpause technique that we did in chapter 3 in order to hit this barrel here as quickly as possible. So I equipped a heavy grenade here and threw it to basically incapacitate some of these guys. But that guy to our left fucking came at me, and I had to deal with the enemies. But basically what I'm doing is I am trying to make sure I aim, and every time I unpause, I am moving the cursor closer to the target and pausing. And I'm doing that so frequently that I can basically line up the shot, unpause, fire, and then, blow it up, basically. That's what I'm doing. It is a quicker way, in my opinion, to do it. Or to get that shot in before these guys fucking attack you. Because at this point, they're literally all coming after us. I got really, really, close here to dying almost with that fucking bull-headed guy. And the torch guy was still here. But at this point, we're pretty much in the clear. So we're good. Shoot these barrels here. Grab this stuff. And then just keep running. Literally do not stop for anything. Because you got like a horde of enemies behind you. So if you're lucky, you'll have good RNG like me there, and you'll be able to get through that part just like that without really having to kill anyone. And the final bug is up here, and now we're going into the fun part of the chapter. In my opinion, the most epic fucking part of Separate Ways. The whole, facility with the monster chasing you and the lasers and all of that. It's just like, it's so RE1, like the movie RE1. It's so... I need to rewatch that movie, to be honest, because I like those movies, honestly. I know they're fucking awful, and everyone says they're bad. They're not good movies, but I can't help but enjoy those movies. They're just so much fucking fun. So, yeah, when you run into this area, you look to your left. There's a treasure here you can shoot down, and... we're going to input the code, which I believe it's 116 or 119. Yeah, it's 116. And as soon as they give you control, just turn around and run away from him. And this part is really, really easy. We're pretty much chilling at this point. We've made it through the hardest part in the chapter, so we don't have to worry about much. And, yeah, I really like this part a lot. I don't know why. It's just such a cool fucking part, And it's short, but you know what? It is, like, the perfect length, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the rest of all of the insane combat in Chapter 6. There is one guy that we're going to deal with in a sec, but, he's no problem at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk through this as I usually do, and then at a certain point, obviously I'm going to wrap up the commentary because this is mostly like cinematic, like movie stuff, cutscene heavy stuff. So, yeah, what have you guys thought about, this run in particular? Now that I have some time to actually confront you guys and ask you about that. I've worked really, really hard on both games, but I feel like my run for this mode in particular for Separate Ways was a lot better than my main game. Just watching this footage really makes me want to go back and replay the game again on professional, but I don't have the time. I'm literally going to be working my ass off for the next 4.5 to 5 days. So it is just not gonna happen. But that's the only guy we have to deal with there. Once you go through the doorway, if you shoot him point blank, you can just blow that fucking head up, and he's done. Grab that treasure, and this is the first laser room here. Really, really easy. Pretty much as soon as the game gives you control here, just start walking forward, stop, and then you have to wait until this laser goes up. But once it goes up, you can just, literally crouch right by it. And, this is just pretty much a quick time event. So that is it. I'm going to stop talking now because, as you can tell, I'm running out of things to say. If you guys enjoyed this, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on Chapter 7. Peace.
This is it. Now, how to connect the device. I'm at the site and jacked into the main terminal. You're going to blow up this entire island, including the president's daughter. Won't that make things harder for you?
There's no room for half measures. The weak exist to serve the strong. Enough talk. Bring me the amber. I've arranged a way for you to get back to the island.
Copy that. On it now. Okay, Luis. What was it that you said again? You should have known by now, Whisker, that I don't always play by your rules. Okay, I'm done here. Only one way through this. Always have an out.
Fragile, do not resist.
Got you now, Sadler.